In the dim glow of a bustling Italian restaurant on a rainy Friday night, where the clink of silverware mingled with laughter and the scent of garlic bread hung heavy in the air, a single moment unfolded that would change 3 lives forever. Picture this: a scarred young woman, hidden behind a veil of self-doubt, steps onto an improvised dance floor with a humble waiter who's raised his daughter alone through sheer grit and love. As the first notes of an old ballad fill the room, her powerful CEO father watches from the shadows, his iron facade cracking like glass under the weight of unspoken regrets. But let's rewind to how it all began, because this isn't just a story, it's a reminder that sometimes, the simplest acts of kindness can heal the deepest wounds. If you're moved by tales of redemption and heart, hit that like button right now and subscribe for more stories that touch the soul. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Meet Alex Rivera, a 42-year-old single dad who had traded his dreams of becoming a musician for the relentless grind of waiting tables at Bella Notte, a cozy family-owned spot in the heart of Chicago. Life hadn't been kind to Alex. 5 years ago, his wife, Maria, passed away in a car accident, leaving him to raise their energetic 8-year-old daughter, Lily, all on his own. Every shift was a battle, balancing spilled plates, demanding customers, and the constant worry about bills piling up like autumn leaves. But Alex had a secret weapon, his unbreakable spirit and a voice that could make angels weep. He'd hum tunes from his old guitar days while serving pasta, turning mundane evenings into subtle symphonies for those who listened closely. Lily, with her wild curls and infectious giggle, was his world. She'd help out after school, folding napkins or drawing pictures for regulars, her little hands a constant reminder of why he pushed through the exhaustion. Across town, in the gleaming skyscrapers of corporate Chicago, lived Elena Thompson, the 25-year-old daughter of tech mogul Victor Thompson. Victor was the CEO of Innovatech, a company worth billions, known for his cutthroat business tactics and unyielding drive. But behind the boardroom bravado was a man haunted by guilt. 10 years earlier, Elena had been in a horrific fire at their family home, a blaze sparked by faulty wiring in one of Victor's experimental gadgets. She survived, but with severe burns scarring her face and arms, turning her once outgoing personality into a fortress of isolation. Victor blamed himself endlessly, throwing money at therapies and surgeries, but nothing could mend the emotional chasm between them. Elena, now a reclusive graphic designer working from home, avoided mirrors and social gatherings, convinced her scars made her unlovable. Victor's attempts to connect often backfired, his overprotectiveness smothering her like a heavy blanket. Their worlds collided one stormy evening when Victor, seeking a quiet dinner to escape the pressures of an upcoming merger, booked a private booth at Bella Notte. He brought Elena along, hoping the intimate setting might spark a real conversation, something beyond his usual lectures about her potential. As they entered, rain dripping from their coats, Alex greeted them with his warm smile, oblivious to Victor's status. "Welcome. Table for 2? Let me get you some fresh bread to start." Elena kept her head down, her long sleeves pulled low, but Lily, peeking from behind the counter, noticed her right away. "Hi. I like your earrings, they sparkle like stars," the girl said innocently, pointing to the subtle diamond studs Elena wore. For the first time in months, Elena smiled faintly, her guarded eyes softening at the child's unfiltered kindness. As the evening progressed, Alex served their meal with effortless grace, ravioli for Victor, a simple salad for Elena. But the restaurant's live music night was in full swing, with a local band playing soft jazz. When the band took a break, Alex, encouraged by his boss who knew of his hidden talent, picked up an acoustic guitar from the corner. "Mind if I play a little something?" he asked the room. The patrons cheered, and Alex strummed into "Can't Help Falling in Love," his voice rich and soulful, evoking memories of lost loves and second chances. Victor, usually too busy for such frivolities, found himself tapping his foot, while Elena's eyes glistened. She'd always loved that song, a remnant from happier childhood days before the fire. The turning point came when Lily, ever the bold one, tugged at Elena's sleeve. "Do you want to dance? Daddy says dancing makes everything better." Elena froze, her scars burning under her skin like fresh wounds. I don't think so, sweetie. I'm not much of a dancer. But Lily persisted, her big eyes pleading. Alex, noticing the interaction, set down his guitar and approached. Hey, no pressure. But if you'd like, I could show you a few steps. It's just for fun. Victor watched tensely, ready to intervene, but something in Alex's genuine demeanor stopped him. Elena, surprising even herself, nodded hesitantly. Okay, just one dance. The restaurant hushed as Alex led Elena to a cleared space near the windows, rain pattering like applause outside. He placed one hand gently on her waist, the other holding hers, respecting her space. The band, inspired, picked up the tune again, The Way You Look Tonight, a classic that spoke of beauty beyond the surface. As they swayed, Elena's initial stiffness melted away. Alex whispered encouragements, "You're doing great. It's all about feeling the music, not looking perfect." For the first time since the accident, Elena felt seen, not pitted, not judged, but truly appreciated. Memories flooded her, dancing with her mother in the kitchen, Victor twirling her as a child. Tears welled up, but they were cathartic, not painful. Victor, from his booth, couldn't tear his eyes away. The song's lyrics hit him like a freight train. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you. It was the very song he'd danced to with his late wife at their wedding, the one he'd played for Elena as a lullaby. Seeing his daughter, scarred but radiant in that moment, dancing with this stranger who treated her like a queen, shattered his defenses. Tears streamed down his face unchecked, the mighty CEO reduced to a vulnerable father. He realized his overprotection had isolated her more than the scars ever could. In that dance, he saw hope, that Elena could find joy again, and perhaps he could forgive himself. But challenges loomed, testing the fragile bonds forming that night. As the dance ended to applause, Elena pulled away, overwhelmed. "Thank you," she murmured to Alex, retreating to the booth. Victor, composing himself, approached Alex later, slipping him a generous tip. "That was unexpected. My daughter hasn't smiled like that in years." Alex, humble as ever, replied, "Sometimes all we need is a little music and kindness. Glad I could help." The encounter could have ended there, but fate had more in store. Days turned into weeks, and Elena couldn't shake the memory. She returned to Bella Notte alone one afternoon, seeking Alex out. "That dance, it meant more than you know," she confessed over coffee. Alex shared his own story, the loss of Maria, the struggles of single parenthood, how Lily kept him going. Their conversations deepened. Elena opened up about the fire, her fears of rejection. Alex listened without judgment, sharing how he'd once felt broken too. "Scars tell stories," he said. "They don't define us, they remind us we're survivors." Victor, noticing Elena's brighter mood, investigated discreetly. Learning about Alex's modest life, he offered him a job at Innovatech. Something stable, with benefits for Lily. But Alex hesitated. "I appreciate it, sir, but I've built my life here. It's not glamorous, but it's mine." This humility challenged Victor's worldview. He'd always solved problems with money. Instead, he invited Alex and Lily to a family dinner, a gesture toward mending his relationship with Elena. Tensions peaked during that dinner. Old wounds resurfaced. Elena accused Victor of treating her like a fragile doll. Victor admitted his guilt had blinded him to her strength. Alex, the unlikely mediator, shared a story from his past, how Maria's death taught him that love means letting go of control. Lily, with childlike wisdom, hugged Elena, "You're pretty, scars and all. Like a superhero." The room filled with laughter and tears, breaking the ice. As months passed, connections blossomed. Alex and Elena's friendship evolved into romance, slow and tender, built on mutual respect. They danced often, in parks, kitchens, even at Bella Notte on quiet nights. Victor, inspired, stepped back from his workaholic ways, volunteering at burn victim support groups and funding arts programs for underprivileged kids like Lily. He learned to express his love through actions, not acquisitions. 1 year later, at a charity gala Victor hosted, Alex took the stage with his guitar. Elena joined him for a dance, the same song playing, "The Way You Look Tonight." Victor watched, tears flowing freely again, but this time with joy. The audience, moved, erupted in applause. Alex proposed that night, ring in hand, and Elena said yes, her scars no longer a barrier but a badge of resilience. In the end, this story isn't just about a dance, it's about embracing imperfections, forgiving ourselves, and finding connection in unexpected places. Alex, the single dad waiter, showed that true wealth lies in heart, not status. Elena discovered her beauty runs deeper than skin. And Victor learned that vulnerability is the greatest strength. If this tale touched you, remember, life's scars make us who we are, and with a little kindness, we can all heal. Like this video if it inspired you, subscribe for more heartfelt stories, and share your own journeys in the comments. Who knows? Your story might be the next one that